What's up, ballers? We are back with another sit-down video for NBA Live Mobile. So, most of the videos that I've had like this in the past have actually been more directed toward EA. This one is actually going to be me, like, talking to you guys, talking about how we can help fix the game. And honestly, right now, with the direction the game is headed, the direction that EA is obviously taking the game, I think it has come time to start a no more packs campaign. And I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why you should stop buying bundles in NBA Live Mobile until EA decides to fix everything that is wrong with the game, especially the things that I talk about in this video. Obviously, there are going to be issues in the game year-round. They can't always fix all of them, but there are some specific issues that would significantly increase the value of the game, that would increase the amount of fun that users can have in the game, that EA refuses to fix because it won't make them, or at least they think it won't make them as much money. So the first reason that you guys should not open bundles, that you shouldn't invest your money into opening bundles in NBA Live Mobile, is that the pack odds are terrible. Like, just straight up, I have opened pretty much every bundle except for the fall bundle, and I watched QJB open the fall bundle. He didn't get a single fall elite player other than the guaranteed topper in every bundle. Most of the time in the packs that he was opening, he didn't even get fall players. So he spent the equivalent of $200 on bundles to get in return basically 4 elite fall players, which will get you 1 85 plus player, which I believe will get you a quarter of the way to Paul George. Or maybe it was Shaquille O'Neal. It was one or the other, but that's 1/4. So $200 equals 1/4 of one player in a mobile game with terrible gameplay. Let's just try to comprehend this. Like, the pack odds are that bad that you gotta spend $800 to get one card in a game. Come on now, EA. I understand you guys gotta make money, but you've gotta have something better than that. 800, like, think of what you could buy with you could buy a decent laptop with $800. You could buy, that's a pretty big car payment. You could buy food for like 2 months if you're being stingy with it. Like, there's so much you could do with $800, and to pay that much for a card in a game that doesn't even have good gameplay right now just doesn't make sense. So reason number 1 not to open bundles in NBA Live Mobile is that the pack odds are just terrible. The second reason is that the players aren't auctionable. So even if you do have really good pack luck and you end up getting that legend player, or you end up getting that team of the week player that you're trying to get, it doesn't matter once the player becomes obsolete because you can't auction it off. Your only remaining option is just to use it to train your other players. So you go from this player that you spent $100, $200 to get, and now its only value is training up one of your other players instead of making back what an NBA Live Mobile 16 would have been millions of coins probably. Now it's worth next to nothing. So even if you are investing that money into the game, you are getting 0 return on investment except for the gameplay value of the card, which is not that much now, especially considering the fact that coins are such a huge part of the game. That's such a big reason that a lot of people play the game. And as of right now, coins are next to useless unless you're still below like an 84 overall franchise and you're still trying to buy players off the auction house that are just base players, because the best player you can buy on the auction house right now is 86 Kevin Durant. The third reason you shouldn't buy bundles in NBA Live Mobile is that even if you do get that player, they're going to be obsolete in a matter of weeks, if not days. We've seen that with the legendary players and the swag players. Manu Ginobili and James Harden going in the same lineup. So, say you open all these bundles, you drop $200 and you get Manu Ginobili. James Harden comes out 3 days later, and one of those guys that you grind for is going to be obsolete because you can't have 2 players at shooting guard in your NBA lineup. So not only are you not going to make any coins back on the player, but relatively soon, the player is going to have somebody else that EA wants you to replace them with, and you're going to have to drop another $100, $200, $300 to get that other new player. The fourth reason not to open bundles, and this is probably the biggest reason, is that if we keep opening bundles, if we keep spending cash on the game, EA is not going to change anything. The main reason I'm making this video is because I want you guys to join me in boycotting the bundles, because if EA is still getting money, regardless of how much we complain, they're not going to do anything about it. We've got proof of that in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Madden Mobile. So, if you guys haven't heard about Star Wars Battlefront 2, basically the game came out a few days ago, and the entire game, made by EA, I will mention, it basically revolved around microtransactions. So, you gotta pay to upgrade stuff, you gotta buy loot boxes, loot boxes, loot boxes, loot boxes. Basically, the people that played the game complained about it so much that EA announced days later that they were going to be removing microtransactions from the game until they figured out a better system to do it. EA didn't do that because they care so much about the people that play their game. They did that because they knew if they didn't do something soon, people were going to quit playing the game and they were going to start losing money. The reason that EA hasn't changed anything for NBA Live Mobile is because we haven't actually put our feet down yet. Yes, some YouTubers might have started here and there not buying bundles. I haven't really bought any since the first week, but more just because the pack odds are terrible and I didn't want to waste my money. Not because I actually want to boycott it to get EA to do something to change it. And right now, I think that that's the only way that change is going to happen for NBA Live Mobile. The only way that we're going to get auctionable players for these programs is if we straight up stop buying bundles. Because like I said, if you keep giving them money, regardless of how many people complain about it, they're still going to keep doing what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, their goal is to make money with NBA Live Mobile. If they stop making money, then they've got to do something to change that. So, if you guys are going to join me and stop buying NBA Live Mobile cash, drop a like down below. This is going to be like a preliminary petition. Basically, if this gets 1,000 likes, I'm going to write up like a full petition to make cards auctionable in NBA Live Mobile and to bring back coin packs, because I think we would all agree coin packs were one of the best things in NBA Live Mobile 16. Being able to open packs without having to spend $50, $100, $200 on the game was really cool, because while playing the game is fun, I think the majority of people would say their favorite things in the game were opening packs and the auction house, two things which are basically now obsolete unless you've got massive amounts of NBA cash. So I hope you guys will join with me in doing that. The fifth reason you shouldn't open bundles is because technically opening packs is a form of gambling. And so I didn't even realize this. I don't know how many of you guys watch PewDiePie, and say what you want about PewDiePie, but he knows his stuff. So there's actually a petition about Star Wars Battlefront loot boxes saying that they are a form of gambling, and when you think about it, that's actually correct. So if you can only open packs with coins, then they're not a form of gambling because you don't have to put any money in order to get them. But as of right now, there is no way to obtain packs or bundles without putting money in, meaning that it is 100% a form of gambling. It's not a good form of gambling. You're going to get no return on your investment, but nonetheless, it's gambling and it should be rated as such. Like, if they keep taking the game in the direction that they're taking it, they're going to keep ruining it. I think everybody would say the game is significantly worse than it was last year, and there are a number of reasons for that. But I think more than anything, it's been because of how they've treated packs in the auction house and just the obvious greed that you can see in the way that they're doing it. So hopefully you guys will join me in boycotting NBA Live Mobile bundles, at least until we get some sort of change, until EA decides to listen to us and actually make some of the changes. Obviously, they've done a decent job of making some of the changes, but they were just undoing bad changes that they made since the last NBA Live Mobile. It's not like they improved the game. So hopefully we can get back auctionable players and coin packs. Those are my two main goals for this video. Make sure to drop a like down below if you guys agree, and drop any opinions you have on it down in the comments. I know there are going to be people that say, oh, Bobby, you only care about this because you have a coin sponsor. Actually, my coin sponsor is doing fine. I'm doing this because I'm an NBA Live Mobile player, and NBA Live Mobile currently sucks. So let's get that changed as soon as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.